So there are multiple opportunities at hand, yes, and there are multiple fuck-ups in this society. And I don't care how they've managed to come that way. The question should be, a better question, is how can we maneuver into a way that brings prosperity to everybody here? Now, we've seen it, okay? We've come from a socialistic country where everything was built on socialism. Now, fake it to make it to fake it, right? Somewhere along the line, somebody, some group in government have fucked up, whether you like to admit it or not. We've got councils paying council tax into private businesses that do not pay a council tax. And this causes people to suffer. And I couldn't give a shit how it's managed to get that way. The question should be, is how can we transform this nation to become something that is much more better than it has ever been? For everybody involved, not just a few, not just for a few handful of, no, everybody and everyone. And I see a different way, right? So that's the question, right? So someone dropped the ball somewhere. Now, either way, it's a slow erosion, it is espionage. I don't care what anybody says. And if it was deliberately done by the makers that got in and our government got infiltrated, then it did. So be it. Let's not pussyfooting around. Maybe there was no espionage and perhaps the government gave over these companies to give them to their friends or whatever else. Fact is, it's done. But it's not over. That's the thing. Now we've got water companies. Okay, these were built by the taxpayer, okay, and we've got military, and we've got different things like that. Now, what we've got is barely a pot to piss in anymore, and even a window to throw it out of. You've got councils that care more about social housing, getting involved with social housing disputes. You've got governments getting involved with civil matters, being water companies, energy companies, and you're draining all of these resources to make people pay via bailiffs, threat, and everything else. But yet you don't own these. So why the hell do you care about it? Isn't that just a civil matter? But it ain't. So what you say, how you act are two different things. Now, do we have it where we've got part council, part government, and the council do what the hell they like, and the council are the real ones that rule the show, but hide behind the scenes? Do you know what? I couldn't care less. Let's get a real leader in to sort this out, as opposed to pussyfooting around. Now, you could have it in two ways, multiple ways, okay? Just going to dive into it. So the businesses, you give these over to your friends, and then what happens? They take over by their family members, water companies, energy companies, no matter what it is, right? And they take over it. The secret was good with these people, but when you try and get it back, they'll say, we'll tell on you, and it will cause carnage. To be honest, I think go at it head on. Head on. Why? Why is this so important? One, it's fucking wrong. And if the king lost power and whatever else, and if this is you trying to get back these infrastructures to pay you because you want to make forward, either or, this is a weird situation for our nation to be in. And no one wants to take responsibility for it. And this lack of responsibility is exactly what you demand from the people, to take responsibility for their actions. Now, from cops to doctors to hospitals to people to the poor to the rich to the middle class are all suffering because of this process. Now, is it because companies don't want to pay high wages because it goes into the tax pot, and what? We will build a rocket company and then you will privatize it and give it out again, and then a few centuries later we reach the same problem again? No. We're going to make sure that once this is changed, it is never going to be fiddled again. Now, if I walk into politics, big if, right? Because, I might have to jump through some hoops. I am not jumping through any of your hoops. I will go this way and no other way at all. I will not take the money from the tax pot, and it will build up inside the tax pot in such a way that it gets absolutely massive. And this money is then going to be functioned back into society to get our society so that there are lots of pots cooking. Many opportunities for the kids, many opportunities for all people, many opportunities for people on benefits. And yes, prisoners, you will be working. Like it or lump it, human rights were long gone when you committed a crime. XYZ. Anyway, so we'll look at it. We're going to go straight into it. So we've got water. What else do we have? Energy, yes?
Yeah.
ERGY, whatever, I don't really care. Energy, water, energy, social H, housing, which isn't social housing. Stop calling it social housing. Let's move it to affordable housing. Wow, how much can you guys lie? Terrible, terrible, terrible. We have got such a deficit in this nation that we've barely got a pot to piss out of. And whilst most of the gentry around here are roaming around like there's no problem, you are so blinded that you do not see a future apocalypse coming by your own hands. And you can try and not take responsibility for this. But when it goes, it's gonna go. And you are gonna take the responsibility. One way or the other. You can try hiding this, doing this, rah-de-rah. Shit me. Couldn't you get a few groups in to blame a previous governmental group and they take the fall for you? It was them that sold it. They infiltrated it. We just found it out. Now we're rectifying it. As we're rectifying it, don't you calm down the people? Isn't that how that works? Wouldn't you do it the other way? Wouldn't you? Anyone can think up this shit? And then we bring it all back into the pot the way it should be, and then we do have money for things? Or shall we sit here playing fucking Kingdom and I'm more better than you? Wow, that must be amazing, that. But your betterness is not doing anything for the people. And therefore, why should it stand? Because you're holding on to it. No, no. You've got bureaucracy and so many paperwork for rules that teach you how to be good for your benefit. But yet, if we, the people, here, then start writing back to the social housing, they'll ignore it all, right? Well, we will be having solar panels. No, we won't be asking you whether we want them or not. Yes, we will be having greenhouses. We will not be asking you whether we want to grow food in our home. When we start writing that back, does then a group look at that and go, the loads of people seem to be saying it, considering we vote for politicians. Loads of people seem to be saying it. Let's get right ahead and do it. Or are you going to act like the council and go, oh, bureaucracy. Oh. What a load of crap. So we got all of these companies, and every time we pay into the pot being tax pot. Oh God, tax is such a bad name, isn't it? It is when you've got hold of it. A tax pot, money pot. Oh, lovely. Let's do a nice big pot and a fucking great big rainbow and put a fucking leprechaun on the end of it. Serious as fucking. When this pot starts filling up, what do we have money for? Let's say we send the military to go and get this back. Can't use the military on your own people. Really? But then we'll send the police then. Yeah? Should we send the police officers to go and get all of this stuff back then? If we can't use the military, we can use police on people though, can't we? Go in and raid it. Because the CEOs on these companies are making a ridiculous amount of money. And where's the graph? Where's the graph, government? Tell me where it is, council. Your money should have gone up when people were buying this. Let's say I've got a business for £100,000. £100,000 a year turnover. Wonder how much I'm going to sell that for. Only 50G. Only 50 grand. I'm going to sell it for 50 grand. Yeah, right. 100,000, I'm going to project that over 5 years. And I'm going to say that's $500,000. You give me $500,000 and after 5 years of this company, you'd have got back your money. 10 years from now, well, you've got double. Well done you got £1 million. That's a 500,000 return on your already 500,000 that you went into. You mean to tell me with all these council houses and these rules and regulations, I got to do a safety check around the property? Asbestos? No. Oh, what about poisonous lead paint? No, we don't check that. We just got to make sure that we're checking the house is safe for you, the tenant. Fucking bollocks, mate. What about mold? Well, I don't know about that. I pick and choose what I want to do in this house. And then the council are like, well, What is the point? Get rid of you. Save money. More money for the pot. More money means what? More money for opportunities, more better schools, more better education for people. Not this. No, not this. We don't know what we're doing. Power only works when it works on people, but it doesn't work on infrastructure. What the hell is wrong with you? And then what? We don't like it. We've got to hide people and shadow ban them. He's making us look bad. No, you are the ones that made yourselves look bad, and he's disruptive. You caused the disruption. Stop trying to blame me for it. Sure. Take some responsibility for your actions and stop using your groups to hide behind it. Because at the end of the day, when you've privatized them, what then? What happens when you privatize the soldiers? Well, you won't do that. You'll replace them with robots, won't you? And then you'll throw them into the soup too, won't you? And then what will they do? What work will they get? What are they going to do? Well, I don't know. Go over there and die somewhere, I suppose. I want to grow some plant. No. Is your name Jack? What do you mean? Where did you get those beans from? They're mine. That's my land. God gave it to me. In fact, he put me on the earth just for me. He made this whole earth biome solar system just for me at the top. Well, that seems counterintuitive. The most cleverest force on the fucking universe, in it, around it, hidden in it, above it, whatever you want to call it, made you so that you would be born to die so that you could lead it into destruction, defeat the object of making more life forms in... Oh, wow, that's just... And not one of you want to take responsibility for it. None of you. None of you want to take responsibility. It's far easier to have a go in your numbers at this person over here, convince everyone that he's the target, he's the threat. When really, it's you lot. Just because you want to blow smoke up each other's asses and say that it ain't us. It was them. Well, what are you going to do about it then? Well, we're going to target you. Why? Shoot the messenger? No, you need to take responsibility for this, and this is where it's come to. Do you think how much more better this society could be if it wasn't this way round, where we're paying CEOs? Let's just do the math quickly, just real quick. Real quick, I want to touch upon this. It's such a depressing subject, to be honest. And we're seeing kids go without. We're seeing poor people with no human rights. You have the audacity to kill poor people and make them fit for work whilst they're on their last days on this earth. Yeah. It's such, just that. Do you understand what the Bible is trying to tell you when godly and devilly? When humans begin to act like devils, whilst they're looking outside of themselves for Satan, he's gonna have fucking horns and shit. Yeah, right honourable gentlemen, horn sir somebody. Gee me, man. Shall we keep saying hello, or shall we say hell over there? It's terrible, mate. So CEOs take a lot of money, and I'm not on about all CEOs, no. Because some of them might actually be clever enough to go, I ain't fucking paying that. If I give these more, you'll take it. And then you might privatize something. And maybe put them out of the game, so maybe they're a bit fearful. Who knows? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. The thing is, you've got to create a competitive market. And when you start creating a competitive market, then they might look and go, yeah, I suppose I could do that too, actually. Let's say we bring these back and we keep them at the same prices. So what's that? 40 billion on average, yeah? For over 5 years, 40 Bs, yeah? Mm-hmm. We could just look at that one on its own, the 40 billion, yeah? We put this into a tax fucking pot. Yeah. This then goes into here, yeah? So you've got stuff on here, have you? And we take back the housing association. So what's Saffron getting then? How much are they filling their coffers up with? About $1 million a year? Now that's expected to rise because they've now brought out this thing called affordable housing, which means it is anything but. And then this could affect government too. Then what happens if you've got working people in there? Well, they're caught up in this too, aren't they? Yeah. What a ridiculous. So what? No, we're talking about 1 million per year. That's quite a bit. That's just the CEO. That's not the board members. That's not the shares. That's not anything else. Interesting. And the staff members as well. Still has staff. We keep the staff, but we remove all of you lot. We don't need board members. Gee me, what? So you can sit there and create fucking tenancy agreements? No, I don't think so. Ta-ta. Your secretary. I mean, seriously, to sit there and go, oh, look at this bureaucracy I've just made. Look at this. And then someone sends you a letter and you ignore it. Look how great you are at ignoring that stuff. Do you notice that you didn't respond and it saved you from some stuff? Actually, no, it was predicted that you wouldn't answer back, nor you, the council, and it was predicted. And I can't believe you actually walked into it open-handed, like you're so fucking clever, by not answering back. You just proved a point. A big one, but you proved it, and that's wonderful. Mwah! Now we're going to bring it all together, shall we? So there is no point in having you if you can't deal with bureaucracy coming in and you can't answer back to the bureaucracy. Then bureaucracy is not it, then is it? So therefore, you are no good. No good. Go away. And then how much more money would we save in this tax pot? For what? Oh my days. Let's get to it then. So we keep the staff. At Saffron. Everything below the CEO, they're kept. Now, what do we have in our opportunity to do? So if we've got let's say we've got 1 million coming in, yeah? And that's not including board members because they're on a lot more too. So we're going to say 2 million, just for rough sake. We got 2 million. What happens if we break that into 100%, yes? Mm-hmm. And the staff are already paid. This is profit. So this is profit. This is profit. How many houses could you build with that for start? Many. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll put this in 100%. Now, let's say if we knock off 20% on there, and we divide the 20% among the staff so that they get better wages. Mm-hmm. Yes? I'm not a bad person. If you think I am, then you see me from the wrong angle. So 20% extra pay increase to the staff. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money. Yeah. And then what? We're at, 80%? Yeah. 80% of that profit goes into the tax pot. Now, we've also got staff on the energy company. Same dip, we keep the staff, and again, we give them 20%, 10%, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. I would give them 20%, right? They deserve it. Maybe it'll boost their morale a little bit. Maybe it puts a bit more in their pocket and they'll be a bit more enthusiastic to do work. Haven't got to worry about tenancy agreements to deal with. That is just ridiculous. We'll build better houses, better houses that can be... Have you seen the way they push those things around the supermarkets? Those cleaners? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the way it cleans everything, yeah? It smells great, doesn't it? Looks good too. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Now, if we build houses to that, that's awesome. Now, what about you cover the walls with it? All of this sort of stuff, all the way around. You can put wallpaper over it or have fabric wallpaper, who cares? And the carpets, they can be laid down on top of this. No glue, Velcro. Why Velcro? Doesn't leave as much mess. And even if we do, we're going to make it in such a way that those machines will get it off and suck it up. The staff, they go in and be like, whew, that's a bit stinky. We'll put on some apparatus and we'll spray it all the way down and we'll get a fucking squeegee and we'll squeegee it all down. Oh, look at that. Then the machine comes along and the floor's done at the last thing. Walls clean, windows clean. And you'll say, well, what about plug sockets? Well, we'll build those in a very special way. They'll be able to cope with that. The stuff that goes outside where it absolutely pisses it down with rain, why don't you introduce those on the inside? It also doubles up as a safety feature because if you're going to have kids, I mean, and again, look at that. We talk about equality and not one law has been breached when these companies go, no pets, no DSS, no children. And it's still operating. Could you imagine if I was doing that? Would I be arrested straight away? Yeah. But it's a civil matter, but it's a legal matter when I do it, is it? Yeah. They get a warning. And shelter, that can go. We don't need it. That's been made by these companies. I think .gov has got something to do with making shelter or the council. Convince people that these people are here for you when they're actually not here for you. They're just going to be a little bit lenient, but not much. Honestly, seriously, I'd even build my own enemies as well, to be honest. If you hate the government, go and work in this place over here. You see, then I know where you all are. God, what a load of ridiculous shite. Do you know what? If you need to build things like that, then you got to question your government. You got to question how you're operating. Yeah. No one wants to bring down something that's good. Yeah. Most people don't want to bring down their Christmas decorations. Why is that? Because it's so fucking good. Yeah. It's so nice, isn't it? That people don't want to get rid of nice things. Gee me. And again, we can see the same tenancy agreements inside funeral places. No candles. Dogs are welcome to shit anywhere, but no candles.
Yeah.
No candles. Oh yeah, I guess it's because it's an English tradition. We can fuck those over whenever we feel like it. Council said no candles. Wait, am I right to think that you can have candles inside the church, but you can't have candles outside the church? Yeah, because we're trying to look after our corporations. Well done, council. There you go again. There's another tenancy agreement. Are you sure you're not working with Saffron on this one?
Yeah.
Ridiculous, mate. Even when you're in death, your loved ones are told how to grieve and how they're to respect you. Oh, wow. So I guess we're still knocking down churches and now we're knocking down belief systems inside there, but yet you go at anyone's belief system and you'll be arrested. But councils can do it and it's all right. Churches can do it and it's okay. Because everyone's idiots, aren't they? Gee me. Absolute shame for you lot. Absolute shame that that's all you can do and that's bureaucracy, is it? Get rid of it, mate. Get rid of it. What's wrong with people burning a candle?
I don't know.
What's so wrong with that? Want to pay your respects? Oh, that means no incense sticks as well. Oh, are you for real?
Yeah, you have to have electric one.
And you pay for that?
With battery, like.
No.
Oh my god.
No, it helps corporations though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
always funding
that's so
corporations.
disrespectful to do that.
So let's say we put that 80% in there. And then we do the same with this, and we give 20% to the staff. Even if you did it 10% staff members here, and then the other 10% goes off to NHS, and then you've got another 10% from this one goes to the staff here, 10% goes off to the police, and then we've got water company. How much are you making? And that's just one very small Anglian for Anglia water. You're making how much? How many board members? How much bureaucracy? You mean to tell me that an infrastructure that goes into the billions and you managed to buy this? How the fuck did you manage to pay for that?
Yeah.
Does that mean that anyone out there can dig their hands into the tax pot? That must mean, yeah, fair's fair, right? Or is it rule for you, and we'll pretend we'll be equal?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, go on, take it. Off you go, take this. People on benefits, shut the fuck up and die in hospital. You're fit for work. They died a week later. And then the next government were like, that's terrible, that's absolutely bad. And then another government comes in and they do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So that to me looks like, well, hang on a minute, you'll argue with it, get in power, and you'll still keep doing it. Are you sure you're running the show? And people want to stand up together. People stand up together. And council, yeah, sure, all right, I'll understand that there's probably a few good ones out there, but I don't know. Why did the council get hurty feelings when a service charge from Saffron that they were abusing? I mean, you've abused your tenancy agreements, you're abusing service charges, you're abusing safety protocols, and the council get pissed about it. Like, the council got really pissed off.
Yeah.
With the, they were trying to cover their asses, like trying to blow smoke up my ass. Why would you care if a company is behaving not right that could cause people to overrun an NHS, which you're also whinging about that you can't afford? That people are spraying polish in communal hallways and people are slipping down the stairs and it can almost kill them or seriously injure them. I mean, there isn't enough people on the waiting list. Let's chuck in a few more. And then you're not paying cleaners. Jobs.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. And then if you haven't got cleaners to clean a communal hallway, then do you have cleaners to clean the houses when people move out? Well, clearly not, because if I don't pay for that and I don't pay for this, but I charge for it, more money for me.
Yeah.
You should have converted a desert into houses by now with that much money, really, shouldn't you?
Yeah, you could have seen it here. They rip the carpet but leave all the metal stuff that held it in the
The
stairs.
pins
Yeah.
and on the stairs.
Yeah.
But they want to check your house for safety issues.
Yeah.
Missed all of those though, didn't you? That's very interesting. See, it's not the staff, I don't think, 100%. I think that they would want some clarity and some good leadership in there. And I don't think you're going to get it from people, because people are greedy by nature. And when they're greedy at the top, they're not gonna do the work, because, and I can't believe that everyone in Saffron actually agrees with all of this, and no taking company vehicles home. Can't do that. Can't have you doing that. That's off the taxpayer. Or it's off the private company. It's funny, you allow them to take the vehicle home for money or for free, but you don't give anything to the tenants. You're not cutting back on that, but you're cutting back on the services for the tenants, but you won't cut back on the fuel and the tax and the insurance and the petrol that you get tax-free. You won't cut back on that, but you will cut back on anything that supports the tenants.
Yeah.
Now that is fucking interesting, isn't it?
It is.
You'd think that if they were cutting back on everything, they'd also be cutting from the staff as well. I suppose it's better than a pay rise. Go on, take the vehicle home. If we removed you, staff members get 20%. Now, what does this tell for all the other companies across the UK? How many people will want to work there? With that much of a wage, that beats the living wage. That beats the living wage, yeah, on all of these infrastructures. And not only does it beat the living wage, but now we've got money. For what? In the tax pot. Add this up over a year. Let's say 18 months from making these changes, everything. And even when you say no to those applications for planning permission, that money's going into this pot as well. Your car licenses, that money is going into this pot as well. Sugar tax is going into this pot as well. And then we're going to convert the prisons. We got enough money to do it. Money's not a problem. Buses, passports, train tickets.
Birth certificates if you need new one because the old one something happened.
Tobacco tax, alcohol tax. Any tax that is being formulated, we'll look at it and put it into the pot. Then we're going to give out on the wages. Nice. And then we're going to be left with a percentage of money, not zero. People on benefits, yeah, you know, still. People in prisons, you're going to be paying. You're going to be paying to stay there. You got a 25-year sentence, you're paying for it. You're working for it. Say no, get the gulag and it's basic. That's the way it is. Oh, human rights? Yeah. These people get human rights. You've got them, and it's a choice. Democracy. Mwah! Welcome to it.
Yeah.
But we also got an iron fist in there as well. Don't want to put in, and you stay in the slot. Do want to put in, and well done you. Well done you. You are converting your wrongs into a right. You are also putting into the tax pot. And just off of you alone, you're going to be paying for people on benefits. The work you do is generating money, and therefore I say that's writing in the scale, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And anyone that wants to come over and commit a crime to fill the prisons, you want to think on about that. Human rights? Yes, human rights. Absolutely. But I think taxpayers and everybody else in society, through no fault of their own, they didn't choose to do that.
Yeah.
They've got it hard, and they didn't use it as an excuse to go and cause shit in society. They didn't do anything to anybody else. You'll pay for it. Now, where can this money go? Well, we could start getting rockets. We start building rockets. Well, we're probably already building those. Our school systems will be much better. Why? Because we've got the money to do it. Then we need computer techs. Then we're going to need to think up some stuff. Then we're going to need to be getting hold of some resources. The last time I checked, we've got steel. Well, now we see the dawn of the planets. And people are going to love us. For the first time in history, people are going to authentically vote for us naturally. Not because they're forced, not because they're tricked, but because they can feel it in society. And then we're going to create jobs. Not just any jobs. Oh no, well-paid jobs that stand out compared to the rest of the companies that are out there. If we're building social houses, we'll be building social shops using the train station. You know, the bits that fuck off the tracks. You know, those double tracks that you've got on the bits that just sort of go off to those old signal boxes. We're going to build a town and houses there, social ones. We're going to make it such a competitive market that it is going to do two things, which is also prosperous. A, towns are going to lower their rent, and B, they're going to match the prices of these, and we're going to offer good amounts of pay and rent to these people who want to work their shop. And while they're paying to work their shop there, they're also paying their rent into the tax pot. It's not going to cost a lot to build that, and once it's built, every single penny that comes in, and let's say take My Hills for example. Could you imagine a My Hills shop there, and you get dropped off by a train? Well, you can drive a car, but it's much more convenient to get there on the train. And do this on each and every single area. So that means villages that do not have access to a town and have to travel many miles, well, may just be able to get a nice good area there.
Yeah.
So we take the high street shops as usual, maybe get a pizza, maybe a pub. Ooh, that would be nice. Every time you drink a beer there, you're paying into the tax pot. No trouble. Maybe eat with this drink. So it makes you relaxed. You don't want to fight. You don't want to get aggressive. We don't want that. We don't want ruining shit. You waiting for your train? Let the kids have a go on an arcade machine. It's not very often that they get to the coast. Go on, go put a couple of sods in there. It's a couple of pence. Yeah, well, they might have a go with that. It'd be a bit of fun for them, wouldn't it? Whilst they're waiting. That can be really good. Out of mum's hair. Sign them in. There you are. We'll look after these from here. The fun version of a daycare as opposed to one that is all boring. Pay a little bit and they'll be looked after.
Yeah.
They're going to have fun. Mum, are we going shopping? Why? Because I want to go there. Well, don't see why not. I'm going to be saving a few pence. I might actually, go on then. I'll shove a few shillings in there for you. Kids are having fun, and some people that are making stuff safely enough. Yeah, absolutely. And I get a few things. Oh, I got this, I got that. Oh.
Yeah.
And then you've got other shops that are in there that are part-time. Get on a wait list. Write to us. Let us know what you're thinking of doing. We're going to assign you a code that when it comes your turn to having a week, 2 weeks there, you've never done it before, you don't know, you're a bit unsure. Of course, that's natural. You're going to be unsure when you're starting a new business. You're not going to know if it's going to pan out. You might need to adjust. It's better than you getting a shit ton of loans that we'll have to pay you. And if we do pay you that in a loan and it doesn't work, well, you've wasted your time. We've wasted money. And we're not going to get anything back from that. In this way, we're all good. You don't spend too much. And we'll take it off of this code. We'll generate you a code. It's a tax code. Nice tax code. This code 08734. It's unique for you. Don't lose it. If you do, write to us. We'll send you it again. You punch that into the till, and everything you sell, every worker you type in by name, and whatever you're going to pay them, if you need workers and whatever else, everything that you sell automatically takes your VAT. All done. You don't need to balance your books at the end of the year. It knows that for as long as that code is active, and then when you log off, that's when it's finished. This is virtual booking. None of that shit of signing up to HM, because our tax system here for businesses is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sit down and let's make some errors together, shall we? Boy, if you're writing this bureaucracy in, you might make an error, might miss something out. You might be in a position where you might lie to us. Or you might accidentally just forget to add something in. And then we're going to come and find your ass. And then you're going to cause us a problem because we've got to pay people to go and check up on this. Whereas this, that's exactly how it's going through. Already done for you. Done and dusted. Wages? Yeah, we already know that. We got it all from the code, from the till, from the workers to how much you paid them, how much you ought to pay them.
Yeah.
And you've had a week, a month, 6 months, however long it is. And then there are people that are like, I've got a hobby. Go for it. We'll allow you to work from home. Well, at least build from home, and then you can go off here. That's a funny thing. We got to know who's coming and going to your house because there might be a lot of vehicles. Yes, Amazon, are you paying attention? Yes, post officers, are you paying attention? They got to know how many people are going down and back and forth a road. And again, remind me, you're not a part of the council, are you? No. So people that pay a road tax have every right to use that road as many times as they want. I didn't know there was a toll on that. And you mean to tell me that a house needs to tell you how many trucks or vehicles are coming back and forth down the road?
Well, it's not private road, is it?
It really isn't, is it? But they're
No,
trying to get it private.
it usually
they're calling it
says
social. That road, do you own that road, Saffron? If you do, then it no one needs insurance on it, and no one needs to tax their vehicles on it. You can't have it both ways. You're not having your cake and you're eating it. But you apparently are not a part of the council, right?
Yeah.
What type of tyranny is this? You can try and control us, but you can't have it both ways. Oh, no uninsured and untaxed cars will be allowed to be parked here. Yeah, good effort. So if people want to have whoever coming and going to their house, because once you've got down that road, are you allowed to have only a certain amount of guests come down the road, are you? They pay tax. You don't need to know. That's their business, their right, and they will live and go wherever they want to go. Did you pay tax? Yes, I did. Did you pay insurance? Yes, I have. Did you pay the levy on the fuel? Yes, I did. Oh, off you go. If you didn't, the cops will get you. If you did, then it doesn't matter. Did that company that came down your road pay you a tax? Did they pay a tax? Yes. Yes, we can see it. Yes, they have. Insured, yes. Then why the hell has it got anything to do with Saffron?
Yeah.
A lame excuse as to why you can't make a business inside your own home. No solar panels? Whatever. You want solar panels? Get solar panels. Get them. You want to convert your garden into solar panels? Have at it. No, because the precious little social housing that isn't social. Oh, but we want to put solar panels and charge you the same amount as what energy companies do. One affordable housing isn't enough. Affordable housing at nearly 800 fucking quid. And you're telling me this is affordable housing? That's affordable. Yeah, please, whatever. Affordable housing? Gee me, give it back to us, which I think that it shouldn't be a question. It should be taken. Let's have a vote. Let's vote to the people here in Britain. They took it from your tax pot. Now we're no longer paying a wage. Every time you pay your rent, it could pay it in a tax pot. But right now you're paying into CEOs' pockets. Let me slam dunk that for you, because I know the public will vote for me to get that back. And they'll empower the police, the military, whoever it is. The first time in the world that the military will be allowed to have white on them. Why? Because they can go and give the CEOs and board members fucking tissues, can't they? Here you are, cry your eyes. There you are, don't worry, we've got brilliant psychotherapists that can help you get through this. They help you breathe through it. Oh, are you feeling depressed? Plenty of depression tablets. You guys love to create misery. And for the first time, you understand what misery feels like. Not because it's revenge. This isn't revenge. No, this is rightening it. So that our country here, our country for all people here, begins to rise up once again. I'm sick and tired of walking around seeing our country fall to shit. And I've narrowed it down. This is where it's gone wrong. When this was paid into the... And you may call things social and smack people with it over and over again so that you can have your pathetic excuse to go to war. Why don't we call it communistic housing then? No, authoritarian housing. Yeah. Oh. Sign this tenancy agreement.
Yeah.
These same people do not like Facebook. Click OK to continue or cancel. Terms and conditions OK or cancel. Then they sign you out. These people hate Facebook, right? For that reason.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't much of a democracy. Said the same ones that said, be homeless or agree to our conditions. Well.
Yeah.
But you don't like being called hypocrites though, do you?
No. Don't.
And when we get the energy companies back, all of them, every single one of them, we are not going to be charging a fucking charge for people to have this gas in. Because we know that when we own the houses, and we will, we don't want to pay that. Paying for it to rain on your house? No, I don't think so. We're going to build better water systems for that and save our precious resources. There's no way anyone here is going to pay that. And can you believe that a government, imagine this being a government. I don't need loads of people, just imagine a government of one.
Yeah.
Building up the tax pot so that it can be handed out to people in a really weird way. Then we can build rockets. Hologram computers in schools. No more bureaucracy in schools. No, it's going to be the new age schooling. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be creative. And it is going to be empowering our children that they are fully capable of doing and getting resources. Building plants, making things, shelters for plants. In this Commonwealth, do we have any lands that are desert? Plenty of ocean around. The ocean water's heating up. What are we going to do about that? Well, let's utilize the sunlight to grow some plants then. We don't need to shade it till it turns all green. No. We'll allow it to be transparent enough. We'll just take some of that heat out, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh my days. We got any deserts?
Yeah.
Computer games revolutionize. And admittedly, we're going to need a type of Facebook system. Why? Because it needs to be control center. It needs to be more than social media. Social media has to evolve. And I'm more than willing for any other nation to take this blueprint if it works here. Might as well test it here, and it will work. I guarantee you, it will work. No ifs or buts. People will be smiling. Another thing that I've noticed in companies, right? It's the weirdest thing ever, right? I go into a company and I don't need to take a picture because I can do it in my mind. Snapshot and watch people, just watching them. Just watch. They're so actively disengaged. They're miserable as fuck. And, they sort of do the fake smile at you and then sort of... That's not at you. That's because we're here doing this. I'm underpaid. I don't know what I'm going to do this week. I barely got enough for this. Let's take a picture of it, shall we? And then let's stick it on the company website, shall we? Oh, no. Can't tell the truth, can we? No, we have to go to a fake broker somewhere and get the pictures from a stock company of all these people with the perfect teeth, perfect clothes that have never worked in that company, holding up a test tube going,
Yeah.
what's the difference? Well, they're smiling. And then when you see this slapped across their website, there's just nothing quite like wrapping up.
Yeah. And then you
Pretending
go there.
to be something, because that's much more easier than actually being it.
Yeah.
Let us put smiley faces. Did you know you're more likely to, you might as well say, manipulate the population by them seeing all of these smiley faces? Yeah, I really want to work there. And then they go there and then they're like, fucking hell, it took me a long time to get this job. Just don't complain.
Yeah,
Maybe
I want to get their product, and then you go there and you are like, oh my God, it doesn't look at all how it looks on the
website,
on the
because they
website.
lied.
Yeah.
It's called hooking you in.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. I think if you can't walk into your own company and take a picture of people working naturally with their faces, because if it were in a care home, they're not going to be smiling with the resident and the resident's going to be smiling. No, it's more like wiping sweat from their fucking foreheads and everybody's miserable. See, but if you can't take a picture authentically in your company, well, let's just not look at it. Let's get some pictures from over there. You're missing the point. Should you even be in that company? And you're supposed to be a manager, a senior, a supervisor, a CEO. And you can see this in your own company, and you don't think that that's ringing alarm bells for you, that people are unhappy. And what are you going to do about it? Well, nothing. Oh, fuck them. They've got an NHS to go to if they're depressed, aren't they? They're replaceable. What? You can't even take an authentic picture inside your own place, your own premises, and put it up on your website because you're so ashamed. So you have to buy it fake. where everybody's smiling. But they don't work in that same place, because if they did, they wouldn't be smiling like that. They are actors.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
They are better paid for taking that picture than the people working in some
I get
factory.
it. The people are not going to be smiling all the time. But you can definitely see from a picture whether the people there, the atmosphere there, if they're happy, genuinely happy, even if they're just not got the smiley face on them. There's a different sort of vibe to the picture. You can see it. You know, like social workers can walk around and know when a kid's taking a dive down. They just haven't got that aura about them. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Look, I've got these stock images of happy children, social worker. Well, that's not going to cut it. Oh, but it does in society though, don't it? So yeah, let's protect the kids and then we'll throw them in even deeper when they become adults and then wonder why there's that drop. We might as well just build them up on a cliff, then fucking boot the stool out from underneath them. Wow. What's wrong with you then? I don't have the vocabulary because everyone tells me off every time I be honest. Hey, I'm not saying it's bad for social workers, don't get me wrong, but still. Further behaviour analysts, let's have a look at that, shall we? Where does all of this depression come from? Well, I wonder. Let's pretend it's over there somewhere. Let's go and have a look in there. Yeah, it's definitely in there somewhere. It's behind you. Wait, where? In here? No, it's behind you. Like in school, right? It's behind you. What, over here? No, it's behind you that side. Oh. Then afterwards, you need to tell all the kids that were doing that, you know, did you ever do that in assembly or something like that where they did that play and then every time you see this squirrel pop out anywhere, you need to let me know where that squirrel is. And then it pops up and then all the kids are like, it's over there, it's over there. And then the person looks and the squirrel's gone. No, it's over there. Oh, is it over here? It's behind you. That is what life is going to be like. Or it could be this. No, not could be this. No. They will feel the contrast change from one to the other because you get out and act it. 18 months, because this world would be very different here. In the UK would be very different to what it is now. And it is going to ruffle a few feathers. But yet, let's protect these people here, this 1% here, in order to downgrade the rest of the populace. When we could switch that, and these ones will get over it, I'm sure. And these ones will now feel happy. Voting, you say? Guarantee it'll be a landslide. After the 3 years, yeah, and I'm sure there's going to be sabotageation in this, no doubts, no ifs or buts or maybes. And it ain't going to be easy, but I guarantee you, there will be better wages. Oh yes, there will be movement. There will be freedom in people to make businesses if they want it. More freedom in people in houses, because if they're more free in it, we can reduce the rent a little bit. And we can say, well, if we keep it like this, we can go and build this. We can bring it down a bit, or we can give better wages and keep it like this. Which one do you want to go for? World is our oyster. If we keep it like this, do this, switch this, this is our outcome. We can then go off to build this. We can bring these into schools. We'll trial it. And if it's successful, we'll roll it out even further. Kids not getting around a freaking whiteboard, blackboard, whatever they call them things these days. They get around a freaking hologram table and they'll have a chance to speak. This speech is recorded and then it's put out into a database. Why? Because I think you can learn so much more from kids getting creative. They've got less time to sit and worry about writing it down. I want to pull your creativity out of you. How much quantum have you got? How far can we go? Bring up individual planets in real time. And it's going to take the world over to get that to even be possible. We've generated nuclear-powered technologies to get them around. Or at least a switch amount so that there's always this constant feed around Jupiter. Zoom in on that one. Zoom in on the moons. Get the kids to look at that and brainstorm it. Get them building things. Get them making things. It's not slave labor. No, this is a quality life that you are going to go into, and it is going to put some wonga in your pocket, and it's going to guarantee your kids get resources. We know that humans are going to expand, and we want to collect that and allow that to happen. We do here. And if it works here, then roll it out in all the other nations. Let us trial it. Let us give it a go. It's going to take a lot of us working together to get this into schools. That is for sure. And you're going to need Facebook's type things. Facebook is good, but it needs to evolve. It's moving over to this thing called trends, right? Videos become the thing. Kids love videos. They'll love holograms even more. If you're trying to give them reading, writing, it's not happening. We're moving out of the era of pen and paper. Unfortunately, it's getting obsolete. It's starting to maneuver into this new world, and we all want to sit here and keep playing Fred Flintstone. Really? Come on. We have got a long way to go. Our nation has been asleep at the wheel for God knows how long. And I dare say it, it's going to take a hell of a coalition to get this going. It's going to need every freaking party that we can imagine, and we all need to get in. Yeah. Why? Because it's going to take a lot of us to do this. Not for ourselves, not for our pockets, but for the pot. And this is then what generates a better nation. Farming, could you think about that? Farming in a new way. Don't we own Easter Island here? Isn't it a UK territory? Don't we own some of these territories over there? Perhaps own is the wrong word. Don't we have these territories?
Some, I don't know which ones.
We can't make nothing grow there. A game. Make it into a game. It's got to be fun. Have you seen how popular Minecraft is?
Yeah.
Take that concept. Hey, if we owe China something for the Mojang or... Fuck me, Mojang. Could you come and give us a hand at making this a reality? The game is brilliant. Wouldn't you like to make that in real life? Have you ever thought of considering doing Mooncraft? I know people in... I think it's from China. I don't know. I was sitting there thinking, yeah, we could do that. We'll build this stuff. Do you think you can formulate that? What's in it for us? Let's share what we build. Yeah, all right then. America's like, you know what? We could probably build this. Russia's a little bit like, we can do this. EU's a little bit like, we can do this. Australia's like, well, we can do this bit of it. Slowly but surely, yeah, we're still independent as nations. Pick and choose what you want to take. What works for you might not work for us. What works for us might not work for you. Pick and fucking choose. But at least it'll give you the confidence that, yeah, actually, I've always thought politics was about this. It's going to need protecting. Shit me, we're going to need some very robust intelligence agencies. And they're going to need to know it. We don't want this shit ever sold. Never privatized. Why? That's like P40 fucking 5, that is. That's blasphemy in intelligence communities. This is blasphemy. We ain't letting this shit out of our sight. Politicians? You want to buy this from us? No, I don't think so. Wait, hold on. Sure. Here's how to fuck it up, was the other way. Here's how to bring it back. Are we not all capable of change? Yeah. Are we not all capable of fucking things up?
Yeah, we are capable of change.
But that would be like jumping out of the frying pan and onto the work counter. What about the fire? Well, I might fucking make a parachute that is great with heat and gets me out of the way. I may get a little warm, but I ain't cooking today, baby. This can then build some really, really good shit. And we don't want to be the envy of the world. No. We want to be the envy of any other life forms that haven't got it together. We're not in competition with you guys. Why? Because competition usually leads to bad endings. Let's not compete with each other. That's so last century.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a load of extra food. Did you want it? What are you going to do with it? We're going to bin it. Do you want it? Yeah. No catches? No. Build up your strength. Have at it. What about money? It's all right. We're doing it in our own sort of little way here. We highly recommend you do the same. Or don't. Up to you. And then when we begin building each other up like this, I mean, it's never happened, has it? It's never happened. It must be so pain in the ass, and it's going to take intelligence agencies to work together in this. You need to come together. It won't work if you don't come together. Because then we're going to be like fucking... It's too much to keep people away from it. We need to work together. If we shared resources, how different would this world be? And if we start bringing stuff in, we're going to need to get into that mindset anyway. You know, we don't like how much little we're left with. Yeah, kind of. We could trade this with one another. But fundamentally, and everyone around the fucking table, the world table says, we need to get some more of this stuff. How can we get more? All right, let's start brainstorming. All right, we'll go and get hold of this. We'll build that. All right, yeah, okay. Repeat what we've already done. Now times 2's coming up. It's sort of there. We could do a little bit more, though. How many grams are we talking? We're more like tons. Isn't that greedy? This universe allows us to be greedy. In the right way. We want to get ahead of the curve. We want to be able to be doing this now, but we know that these resources will become, right, it's rare earth minerals, yes?
Yeah.
That's rare in the beginning. Mm-hmm. But it was abundant in the beginning, and it becomes rare towards the end because more demand.
More is, yeah. Yes.
So we now know that. We've got a template that this is going to expand so much so. And when it expands, what we want to do is then look at that and think, right, if we start taking this from the solar system, our immediate backyard, we also need to be getting on with version 3. What's version 2 look like? Version 1 is monopoly. Version 2 is resources coming in and sharing. Version 3 is getting to the other stars before we need the demand to it. What the fuck do I don't want to go there for? There's only like 50,000, 100 million people on the planet. I mean, and off the planet and on other planets. Well, because we learnt a very valuable lesson that we don't want our... if reincarnation is true, and we're all said to come back to this shit, we better be getting ahead of that curve, because I ain't living through this times 2. Are you?
No.
Maybe we should start believing in reincarnation. Let's get our asses into gear. King, you'll be back! Who, I will? Yes. We want to go through this again? It's like deja fucking vu, isn't it? So we probably want to be biting off more than we can chew. We want to be getting to the next star system. And it's going to take X amount of time. Yeah, well, as long as we're on our way, then it can already be being assessed. It's going to take time for that signal to come back realistically. But still, the information is there. We've got this. All right, we could send a few of these. That's going to be the next generation's going to deal with that when that comes in. And then we start propping up the future. You know, it's one thing to look after yourselves. It's another thing to take care of the future generation. And then it's another thing to look even more into the future for the generation. Has there ever been a time in history where we've ever prepared our great grandchildren? And great. Oh no, we're running out of resources. Wait, what the hell is this? What, a rocket just got... Oh yeah, that was back in the past. They were hunter-gatherers compared to us. No, we fucking was not. I know I have that stated now. No, we weren't. Kind of, maybe a little bit. We're going to be looking like weird people. You're crazy. Yes. I'm crazy compared to the past, and I will also be crazy compared to the future. But guess what? So will you. They used to smoke these weird things when they were back in the day. Fucking insane, mate. Back in the day, we used to say the same thing about them taking lead as fucking medicine. and arsenic. What did you do when you learned it? We started giving it to rats instead. I know, it's really bad. Feel a little bit bashful. Hi, future. And if we start going backwards, yes, years have passed. Anyway, but yeah, still, don't you think it's got to start somewhere?
Yeah.
Better jobs for staff members.
Yeah.
They're going to enjoy it, and their word of mouth is going to be potent. Mm-hmm. And then if we create new jobs from this money that starts building up,
yeah,
we can pay a decent wage. Mm-hmm. And then this is, unfortunately, like it or lump it, this is how power operates. Businesses, you got two choices. One, be greedy, and I think you will fall off the edge. Or two, start respecting the people that work for you. Because if you do fall down, yeah, your company's gone, you have no need for this anymore. That's all right, we'll do it. We'll show you how it's done. Don't worry, we're pros at this. It must be so much more easier to look after a government when you've only got 1% of people hating your guts. The rest of the population are like, we love you, I know. Mwah, mwah, we love you too. But even still, it's you know, people are going to want to try and probably wreck that. Yeah. It's all right. We'll be watching you every step you make, every breath you take. And they're really good at it as well, by the way. Why is that? They have practice with me. I'm just kidding. Oh my God, come on, we're going to see the funny side to this. If you don't, then you're going to die of boredom. But yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, if reincarnation be true, then if I want to come back to this shit. It's like the place is metastasized. Are we still doing the same shit as we did in the 1800s? Pretty much, sir. It's like I never fucking left. Shit me, you still got those statues? Jesus Christ, mate. Even the animals have changed more than you. Never fucking involved. What have you done with your time? No, I made this much money. Lovely. Very good. What do you plan to do with it? Well, nothing. Well, it's because they're all my opportunities and not yours, mine. Come on, you're doing really well as well. Come on. Let's make some room for other people. What's wrong with that? You could become the new fucking bankers with that much. I don't know. Sharing this shit out and then people are going to get creative with it and then we're going to get ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
More food? Well, practically the life forms are going to expand. All right, nature needs to expand. More, I'm hearing you. Gases. The old days of farming is so difficult. It's going to be more, yeah, I can fucking bitch this out in my sleep, mate. How many crops did you just grow? About fucking 50? And you got your parents come in being like, stop using your time wisely and get to bed. Whereas before, like now, it's in contrast. You know how much you'll waste your time on that? No, Mum, this game is real life. Look. And you get smart with me. How's that? Get to bed, you're getting cocky. No, you're not allowed to do that anymore, but, you know, old times.
Yeah.
From my era, it was a click round a fucking era of you, know. Yeah, they didn't have sense of humour until they left the room. Did you ever get that with your parents? They tried to do that really stern, strict face at you. They just want to believe that you are just a pain in the ass, and then they sort of go out the room, sort of. What did he fucking say? He's got me in him. Anyway, still strange, and it's a little weird. But yeah, this is the way I visualize it. And if it's delusional, no, it's not. It's possible. This is real. This can be real. And then, how much will people begin to love that? And then, I'd expect to see the murder ratio start going down. We're overpopulated by women. The last time I checked. Anyway, this was a graph in school, yes? We had more women and less men.
Yeah.
But there's more murders done by men than there is women. It's like fucking hell, man. Gee me. And soldiers, don't worry, if wars go obsolete, you've got tons of fucking, what is it called? I don't know what that's called. Heroism. Are you kidding me? You guys would be out there in space like fucking, you just take it like ducks to water. You're fearless anyway. We're ready to lay down your life. We hope you come back. I could build my whole empire with this shit. Wait, don't get any funny ideas now. But still, you could bring this shit back as well. Cool, you might even be like, well, we'll go there and make sure the box do as they're told. Are you sure you want to do that? Fucking yes, mate. I suppose it's possible. It can be arranged, I suppose. You bring down all that fucking load, people fucking cheering. Well, I don't know. That's up to you. But still, I think that is a bit more of a positive way. What did you do with your life? I can fucking see. Fucking hell, you had loads of people cheering for you. Did you know we were cheering for you as well? You was? Yes. Look how many lives you've created from that. Isn't that a turn of events?
It is.
I like to weave in between the two, you know? Yeah, okay, this video starts off a little bit, woo, and then it sort of mellows out as we go. Yeah, it's just where I am. Yeah, we don't get the point made if we talk really nicely. Sir, I think that you're being a little bit of a dickhead. I think that we could do this in a very... It just doesn't ring, does it? It don't work. It needs to be told straight up right. And I understand it. The CEO is probably like, oh, it's a public service. I don't think the people can take any more push on them. Want to bet? Watch this. Yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend that. That's kind of... Yeah, I don't know, man. Probably won't be pushing any further. You lot haven't had a good push in a while. Seems like you got it kind of easy, your ivory towers and your little Monopoly games. Are you planning on being banks? Are you saving all of this money so that you can then become the next bankers?
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, it is illegal to get... Yeah, bank. I've got an idea. What's your idea? I want to make a bank. Have you got enough money for a bank? That's illegal. Oh. Do you have enough money for me to be a king? It's highly profitable. People will come here and see me and put money into the tax pot. It's great for tourism. That's also illegal. Funny, but illegal. All right then. Well, I've exhausted everything else. But you can't do it. So what are they saving all of this money for? And I think most of them, that if this pot was paying into something, and it was beginning to transpire through society, would they come down some of the percentages, 20%, and give their staff members a bit more of a decent wage? Then they could be taxed a little bit more, and also put some felt in their pocket as well, which then is good for the small businesses that are being made, which is good overall for resources and making and creating, because there could be some really good revolutionary breakthroughs happen in that moment. Would they do it if it was going into a decent pot? One that they could see and feel that also supports them too. And then this separates the good companies from perhaps the, I don't know if I want to say bad, but more selfish. And I think a lot of them at heart are selfless. I really do. And I think that seeing results might make you change too, because you want to be a part of that history making and blend into it naturally. Because you found it within yourself, not because anyone told you or demanded you, but just because it was just a good thing to do. And evolve with that. And then we'd have to look at the way prices go up for the future. Can you imagine if things keep getting expensive? It doesn't have to. Honestly, really, it doesn't have to. Nothing got more expensive. It really didn't. It's just what? Resources got more precious. So that makes sense. But everything else, Does it really need to? Is there a way? Is there something we can do to counteract that and find a balance? Well, I like buying things. I'll stand with you there. I also like to get some cash coming in. All right? Fucking hell. With you there too. Wasting fuel, leaving the heating on when you go out? Probably not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But can we build technology that automatically compensates that? If you go out with your phone, forget your phone and fucking I'm gonna fine you. No, I'm just kidding. But still, you know, if you take your phone out, everything shuts off. And when you get closer to home, it starts to fire up. I mean, that's using technology to help you. Then if you're walking through the house, the heating turns off for that radiator turns off and another one comes on. Don't need to heat the whole entire house, do you? If you're not in your bedroom and you're downstairs, but I know how it is. People are busy. They're not going to go down and turn off their radiator.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it was built so that it had an automatic valve on it that responded to your phone, most people take their phones everywhere they go, even in bathrooms, you know. Might as well. I'm having a Lincoln moment. It was Lincoln on the toilet, isn't it? Maybe it's not. On the throne, they say. Anyway, but still,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone said it was a toilet. I don't know if it's a joke.
No, it's a armchair. Isn't
Armchair.
it?
Okay, fair enough. Then I shouldn't say that. Bad me. But still, you know, when you're sitting there doing this, might as well. What else are you going to do? I think the best thoughts come then. But anyway, still, you know, piss assing around on your phone. Heater comes on. When you're done and everything else, well, you might as well leave. That turns off on its own. Valve spins. Then you go and sit down in the front room. It turns back on. If you were already in there and went to the bathroom, well, you know, the time that's turned off, it's not putting any more in it. And what's more, you're not putting in all of that water into every single fucking radiator, as people do. You've got like 1 billion radiators in your house, and no one's sitting there going, I'm going to turn this valve here. Oh, God, turn this one on. No one's got time for that. Realistically, no one can do that. But technology can be built like that.
Yeah.
You're in the kitchen. It just takes the edge off.
Yeah.
Turns off the one in the front room and then activates this one. You're not filling water with your pump all the way around every single radiator around your house, but they expect you to go around and turn them all off.
Yeah.
And then the valves don't even work properly on most of them.
Exactly. That's.
I mean, this is a good business.
Yeah.
Is it something I really want to build? No, I'd like to build the blueprint for someone else to go and have a go with it. I really probably won't be very great with that, but if you are better with it, I like to dive in the quantum realm. You like to do it in the physical? Well, fucking have at it. Having lots of these pop out in society, I think is really good. I think it's brilliant. And you can also do this with storage heaters, although they're not great, but that's getting down your energy. You're not using so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you leave house, they all turn off. And it shuts down your boiler. And it disconnects your gas for you. Oh, like a legend. And your water. You can do it with your water as well. Again, that's safety as well. Okay, it might knacker a valve, keep doing that repeatedly, but still. Switch it out. You're going to need to switch out the radiators anyway. Have you seen how much shit is inside there? I know, let's fill it with the most calcified water we can find. Fucking brilliant, mate. Should we make them bigger? Yeah, I can hear all that shit in there. Ooh, smell it too. And when it leaks, then it causes staining on the floor. God damn, that is really mental, that is. I don't know why we do it. Why do we do things like that? I just don't get it. We got a scaler in there. Yeah, but you got to come out and fucking change it. And if it's at the expense of people, you can see why we no longer call it social housing and you have to use the word affordable housing. Why did you cough? No reason. Is it because you're lying? No. You don't smell that, do you? And I know I use that joke a lot, but I like it. Do you smell it? Is it me? My mouth? Or you? I'm over here, by the way. Oh, sorry, I was looking in the mirror at myself. Sorry, I can't help it. All right, I'm going to leave this one here because it's like, ugly, woohoo, but it's already done. So, could you imagine a society that run like that? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I could.
Just imagining it, does it already make you feel happy?
Yeah, because it moves everything, doesn't it? if people don't feel that they have to count every penny, then they behave differently. That moves market, that moves everything.
You see, I think the best way is to build a house. Don't mean to cut you over. I thought you finished. Go on.
No, yeah, I finished.
You did. Sorry, I don't mean to do that. But when you've built a house that is, pretty good, you want to get a load of animals in there. Why? Because we're testing this house to see if it actually lives up to its expectations. Oh no, there've been biscuits everywhere. How did you get shit on the ceiling? Oh my god, man. All right, come on, let's get them. Farmer, can you take your animals? Come on, come on, off they go. And the house is absolutely dirty shitty. You got your hazmazes on and everything else. And then you go in with all of the good sockets that are in, child safety, waterproof. Oh, well, that's really good. And you can get in there and you can turn it off at the trip. You can program a meter. Yeah, and again, I think that we should have meters that turn off as well. If you ain't using a cooker, it should run a 12-volt feed or a 5-volt feed through it. And as soon as you go to turn on the cooker, if it's electric, it depletes that 5 volts really quickly. And then it tells the meter, okay, send more power. The 240 volts go on. Then when you turn it off, it shuts off and then it puts a lower feed through. Rather than sending 240 through the copper pipes because you use energy to send energy. Then could you put this in the infrastructure to then have it turned off at the pole? If you've got loads of people out in a village, there's no point sending energy through all those cables to their house. You might as well have them so they turn off. And then throw a lower feed off of it. Well, if that's even possible, but even still, let's just think about that a little bit out the box. You know how much energy is burnt by sending energy through pylons?
A lot.
Yeah, it uses more energy to send it. That's ridiculous.
Why you have pylons. That's why you have
That's why it makes more sense to have local power stations than it does to have one power station and send the energy really far. It just wastes so much. So you can imagine that if you had little tiny nuclear fucking areas, it wouldn't need to send it so far, and therefore you wouldn't waste as much, and therefore it would be cheaper overall. And so if you had this on your meter, so that it turned it off from the sockets and just sent a low feed, and you could type into the meter cleaning mode, that you're going to go into the house and clean it, and it drops all the power. And then you have to physically type a pin in to turn it back on again after it's been hit into cleaning mode. And you can get in there with fucking pressure washers and see where it falls apart. Yeah, look, it come apart here. No, that didn't quite work. Well, okay, we'll rectify that. Come in and have a look. Right, yeah, okay. We got no testing on houses like this, and I find it's absolutely ridiculous. What are we doing? Wasting our time? Windowsills, under the windows, round the windows, walls, ceiling, floors. This is going to make it a lot warmer as well. So you probably ain't going to need that much energy. Not too much. And good doors. So you just get in, fucking spray it if you need to, and get some nice smell in there, and also just squeegee it all off. And then hook it all up from the floor. Lovely, done. Off you go. And then you can go away for a few hours and then come back in and be like, yep, I can't smell shit. Now, providing this stuff is durable and it's really good, and then you can lay down some carpet cut to size with Velcro in all the areas where the Velcro is meant to be. Your carpet's going to stay in one place. Spring cleaning is going to be great for the tenants. Just fill that shit back. It helps to clean your carpets a lot better. Because usually if you've got wood on the floor, most of these floors are wood, not criticizing it, some of it's that weird concrete stuff that really does absorb the water, and you go to clean your carpet with a Vax or steamer or whatever it may be, that water penetrates into the floor underneath, and any smell in the carpet is now seeped into the flooring. Once it's in, it doesn't come out. And this can last a long time. Although it smells good in the initial moment, as soon as you pull the carpets up, oh man. And then it's ready for kids. Potty training. Accidents are going to happen with kids. Our children are not born perfect. You have to teach them how to use a potty. And sometimes they slosh it around. Well, it's been quite a few funny moments with my little ones when potty training. You know, as they do, come and plonk down the potty and then they slop down on it and they do it and they're like, ah! So proud. It's like, oh, okay, let's just leave it on the floor. You can see that a mile away that they're going to end up dropping that. And then I wonder how many times that anyone has ever dropped it. And perhaps maybe, you know, they have a little bit of leakage or whatever it may be, or they, uh-oh, what's that? Oh, Oh, fucking hell, I gotta clean the carpet. No, do you get what I mean? It's just these things are gonna happen. It's so normal. And rather than saying, no kids, you're lucky you got away with that. Because that is so unacceptable. Okay, it's changed now, but even still, that is so unacceptable. That how you can make rules like that without anybody suppressing that and saying, that's illegal.
Yeah.
Do you work for a contraception company? Maybe you should go and get some shares in it. Would you put it in the tap water? Serious, that is so disgusting, that is.
Yeah. Who's gonna work on you when you are old?
So
If there
rather
are no
than
children as
putting
well.
some money back into these properties, and then it takes, if these new types of social shops, social housings take on this type of concept, well, we can clean it. And if we can, well, we can also sell this over to private companies. Do you want some, well, how are you building that? That's a government secret, I'm afraid. We can put it in for you. We're going to pattern the arse out of that as well. Why? Because, yeah, we want to put more money into the tax pot, not lose it. We do want a lot more. That's copyright. We've patented that. Tax pot. Welcome back, tax woman, tax man. You're going to be fucking busy. Get your asses out there. Right, but then once it's all nailed and it's great and we can clean it fully, windows, everything, walls, ceiling, squeegee, squeegee, squeegee. And then can we build a wallpaper that sits to this? Or can we build a fabric paper? Already got the sizes of the house. Why is that? Well, we already know the size of that house. Oh, you do? Yeah, we know you need this here and that there and this here. That looks pretty fucking good, that does. And eventually, can we get some sort of very good screens going up? Eventually, I think it will. And you can get like dancing wallpaper with light display. Oh man, that would be so gorgeous. I'd love to see that. And you know, that makes really well for space travel. You know that, don't you? Having dancing wallpaper. I wonder if NASA's ever tried this. And anyway, feel free. Having a sort of roll down crystal display. No, or some sort of projector. That can be a bit annoying, but still. And just have a lot of light display. Sometimes you can put nature images on there, or whatever you want, fireworks or Christmas decor. And you can change your wallpaper with a touch of a button. Buy a few. Oh, yeah, I'm going to buy a few. Oh, I like this one. Oh, that is gorgeous. Fucking sky on your ceiling. I mean, this is the progress that you can go to. The old-fashioned ways are gone. You just roll it up and take it with you, or you sell it to the next tenant if you're going to a house that's not exactly the same. Well, do you want it? It cost us this much, but actually it's going for this much. Oh yeah, or maybe. Or if we own these houses, we can sell it to you. That's an extra 50 quid on your rent. I love it. Yeah, all right then. All right, we'll keep it with you then. Oh, I got a few hard times. Do you want us to come and take that away? Yeah, all right then. All right, we'll let us know when you want it back. Maybe you just want it seasonally. Yeah, we'll come put that in. Small price, but still, we'll put it in your rent. Oh, I got this new technology and I don't know how to get it in the house. We'll be there. Yeah. Well, should we brainstorm together? That makes it very different from between staff members that are paid. They'll be happy to be paid. Yeah, all right, fucking right. Yeah, go on then. We can put this in. Yeah, we'll pull out a couple of bricks. We'll book that in Monday for you if you want. Yeah, all right then. There's going to be a couple of quid extra on the rent. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Well, you can afford the object. I'm pretty sure you can afford to pay a little bit extra on the rent. It takes 2 rent payments or whatever. If it's 50 quid, 75, sods. What does it matter? You've put something new into the property and you've paid for it. You're not going to pay for it for the duration of your tenancy. Just then, you fuck up the property and an insurance premium. Here, sign it. We'll follow you. You have every opportunity to replace it. Here's the stuff that we use. It's not overly expensive, but it's not overly cheap either. That needs fixing. Either you can pay it like this, or we're going to put some staff members to do it, and you will be responsible for their wages. And if it takes them a little bit of time to do it, then you're going to pay for that.
But if you
Plus the
can,
materials. And
if
then
you
people will be
can
like,
pay
well, I'm not going to break it.
insurance,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah, if you are gonna pay insurance because you know that you might be, let's say,
Yet you
messy
pay a
or not.
small premium.
Yeah, yeah,
But if you break something, then that premium's going to spike.
yeah, I
But
understand.
it's not put on the property, it's put on you as an individual. It will go into your wages, whatever format you get. So before you get your wages, we will dock out some of that at a reasonable amount so that it doesn't leave you too poor off.
But if you know that could happen to you, you can pay insurance based on, oh, I could break something, or I'm clumsy or something.
Well, if it's up to 500 quid or £1,000 worth of damages, then that will be broken out for as long as you work or you don't. Whatever it may be, you will be paying for that out of your wages. Whatever it may be.
Yeah. Or the insurance will pay for it if
No,
you made proper
the
insurance.
insurance will fix it in the time being to get another tenant in, but that premium is going to come out of you. And if it takes that's how much it cost overall, then that's what we're going to take. Can I private rent? We're not going to hold it against you. Yeah, you can, but same deal again. You'll get the idea. We're not saying that you can't break it. Have at it. It's a democracy after all, but you're going to pay for it. And I think that is a bit more of a better approach to be, isn't it? Look, we've given it to you like this, this, and this. Feel free to decorate. Feel free to do this. Feel free to do that. These little rules here, iron fist. The rest of it, whatever. I just don't think people are going to be moving walls and doors and everything else. And even if they come up with a really good idea and got in touch with, and they say, look, we were thinking about like this, this, and this. That's not actually a bad idea. Actually, we could do that for you, but it's going to cost you. I actually like that. That's really good. You ever thought about putting this into the database? That's actually pretty good, because for us to say yes means that we get to charge you for it. Not overly expensive, but good enough. And then we could just take it off your rent. And if you move out and don't pay it, well, we'll take it out of your wages. I think that should be a fair deal. If we're saying no all the time, well, look at what you're missing. Some people that talk about certain things that are off topic and they might be hidden away because they're talking about things that are not good. I've learned a lot of things from these people. All right, not the baseline, but just a few little bits that scurry off. And I think, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, you taught me something. I wouldn't have learned it if it weren't for you talking about this subject and this little bit here. I learned something. If you're saying yes to people, I suppose we're going to make it as cheaply as possible as we can possibly get it. And this keeps your company going. Well, for us, it would be a tax pot. This keeps money coming into the pot. We're going to fucking miss out on a few quid just because we're going to say no and act like fucking Nazis? I don't know if it is Nazis. Authoritarians. Oh, peacock. My ass. Right, anyways, but yeah, still, why would we do that? What did you plan on building over here? This, and this? If we have to clear that up, we're going to quote you this much now. And that is liable to change as the time goes on. You can have it, but you don't clear it away. Oh, we're probably going to keep that. And you're going to pay for us to come take it down. Okay then. And we're not going to chase you with bailiffs or send you to court. We're just going to take it straight out of your wage. Sign it. I think this is more of a flexible way to be. I don't think it's better for people to be that way. I really do. I think that there's a market here. A fucking tax pot market. And then what can we do with that money? Off of all of these people that fucked up all of these places, we managed to build an additional 10,000 houses from it. Put it another way, we managed to build an extra 100 meters worth of rail track. We managed to build this shopping area here, strip, we could call it. Fucking hell. Let's get started and think smart with this shit. Oh, I got drunk and I broke a few things. Yeah, but we know your wages, I'm afraid, and we're going to be taking it out of there. No courts? I don't think we need to trouble the courts with this shit. They got enough to deal with without this. We can deal with this here. If you protest, then you are going to court, but you will be paying for their wages and all of this time. What do you say? All right, then. If you do it again, yeah, not good. Have you seen our Gulag version? I don't think I want to do that. I didn't think you did. Off you chop. And should it be questioned about recreational places? I think so. I think that should be introduced. Look at Amsterdam, man. This fucking tourist attraction, that is.
Yeah.
Why the fucking hell not? But certain area. Be really respectful. It will be policed. It's got to be a good area. What, over there? Okay.
Yeah, and people go to sort of cafeteria to smoke, to places,
Yeah.
and then you can sell there something else than just have a drink. Not necessarily alcoholic drink, have coffee, something to eat. I don't know, whatever.
It's taxed, it's legal, and it's safe.
Yeah.
But it's going into this.
Yeah.
That's unfair. Apparently life is. It used to be much worse. You kids don't know how easy you've got it. No, I'm just kidding, but still, yeah. It's about building this. Rather than focusing on what I can do and cause trouble because of this, and this, and other people. No. It's more like focusing on, what can I build? They don't need to ask if it's possible. Am I going to have enough money? Yeah, yes, there is. What is it? This. That sounds like a good idea. Would you like to trial it out on a small area first? Just to get a feel? You need the education. There ain't nothing quite like getting your hands on. People loved it in this area but didn't love it in that area. Yeah, probably recommend go in that area then. I sold out before I even, finished my week or whatever it is. Then next time you need to make a little bit more. They're going to work at the same time as got their part-time shit at home. Puts a few extra sods in your pocket. And now I've got 2 Beamers. Yeah, I know, it's great because you can't drive both of them at the same time, so... Have at it, my friend, have at it. Do you want a third? I'd sell it to you. You can't drive them all at the same time and they look pretty fucking good. That's your thing. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave this one here because I think... Yeah, I enjoyed this one, I did. I'm not going to lie, that was interesting. Thank you for your time.